Hey, hello. Hi guys again. So, today I want to talk about partition in DBMS and how it affects so many things in what you're doing. The idea of participation in mostly DBMS is around the ER diagram because it tells you what kind of participation each entity has in the relationship. Let's say we have an entity, right? Let's say this is a strong entity, which is something like this to this, and maybe this is a weak entity. Okay, this weak entity. Now this thing that you see represents a total participation, and this thing over here represents a partial participation. Okay, now the idea here is that even this could not, it doesn't have to be weak entity. Okay, it could be a normal another entity as well. Now the whole idea about total and partial participation is that how much or how many records of each entity is required in the relation. For example, let's talk about total participation first. So total participation is simply the idea that all the records of a single entity has to participate in the relation. For example, let's say we talk about employees. Okay, employee is an entity, let's say, and it is participating in a relationship has with a thing called department, right? With an entity called department. Now we know that each employee, even one, all of the employees of the entity must have a department. It has to be a one-to-one mapping. It has to have one. There cannot be any employee without any department at all. That cannot be like that, because we know each employee will be participating in the relationship. Each employee will have a department. That means they are doing a total participation in that relationship. They are doing a total participation in that relationship. For example, now if you just flip it around, right, this part if you focus on, you can just think that each there could be multiple departments in the company, right? We have HR, we have tech, we have admin, we have security, we have management, etc. Right? Now know that any department can exist without employees. Let's say we are just starting a company, right? Because it's a startup. Now this is, we are talking about partial. Okay, it's a startup. We don't have an HR, we don't have admin, we are doing everything on our own. We don't have management, we are doing everything on our own. Those departments exist, yes, because eventually we are planning to add employees to it, right? We are planning to grow our companies so much that we may be able to add employees to it, right? To these different departments that they come into existence. But the idea is that the department does not exist right now. That's why a department can exist even without any employees in it. Okay, even without any employees in it, a department can exist. Now you can have another idea as well, that let's say there's a school. Okay, and there's a course and a student in the school, right? In the school or tuition, you can take any. Let's take tuition for better explanation. Okay, now let's say the idea that there are one, two, three, four students, right? And who are taking courses one, two, three, who are taking courses two, three, who are taking courses one, two, who are taking courses four, let's say four and five. Okay, now let's say the entity course actually has like one, two, three, four, five, six. Oh, that's too low. Let me draw it up here. Okay, the entity course has one, two, three, four, five, six, and you can see that there is no student over here who is taking course number 6, right? Maybe they are doing physics, chemistry, maths, biology, computer, right? But no one's taking literature. No one sees any value in it, so no one's taking literature. The idea that the course can exist without even a student taking it, that not all the courses have to be part of this relation, means that course is doing a partial participation in that relation. And the student, because the student has to have at least one course for attending the tuition, for attending the school, for attending the college, they are doing a full participation or a partial, sorry, or a total participation, if you will. So the idea of the ER diagram for that student and course would be something like this. Student, something like this, a whole participation, a total participation, takes, let's say, takes the course. And through this ER diagram, we understand the student is either at least one and could be many, and the course is at least zero and could be many. If nothing, then many. It could be like that. Now this topic over here, you see that 1 to m, 0 to m, this represented by these kind of things, or you can say this is also represented by the arrows that you have in the relationship. Okay, these are called cardinalities. All right, these are called cardinality, which we will discuss maybe in the next video or maybe some videos down the line, because these things are very important again in an ER diagram. How your relationship, how your records are mapping to one another, how your tables are being mapped to one another, that explanation is important. Through this cardinality you can get that. And that's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or doubts or have any problems. I'll be sure to answer them. I'll be sure to get back to you. Thank you.